Hi, welcome to In the Flow with River. I am so glad that you decided to join me, and I hope that what I'm going to offer is going to be helpful. If you are new to my channel, I hope you will subscribe and set yourself up with notifications. And if you're a returning subscriber, I am so glad that you're back. All right, so what I want to talk about this week um, is just kind of to open the conversation up to how to listen to your inner guide, how to listen to your true intuition, not fear, not what you've been maybe taught to believe is what you should tune into, but actually how to connect with your true inner guide. One of the things that I've come to learn is that we are all given intuition, the gift of intuition, all of us. No one has any more than or less than. You know that when we hear people say, oh, that person is so intuitive, we are all so intuitive, every single one of us. And no one really is more or less than the other person. What does make a difference is some people have learned how to tap into what that intuitive guidance really feels like, and other people still don't know what it feels like. So I want to teach you guys how to tap into what does your inner guide, what does that really feel like, and how do you know the difference between that and potentially some other things. So I'm just getting my tea. I'm up in my office and just happy to be with you guys. This is my favorite cup too. All right, so what is that intuition? What does that intuitive guide feel like? Well, first of all, in order to access our intuitive nature, we've got to strip away old beliefs and old systems that don't work for us and to evaluate what do we really know to be true for ourselves versus what have we been taught to believe. So it's really helpful to get all of those limiting beliefs out of the way so that you can tap in really with a lot more clarity. Another thing too is guilt and shame, I think, rob us of our ability to tap into our inner guide. So if you're struggling with guilt and shame, I would really encourage you guys to work with a skilled therapist that knows how to help you to heal and release that. I also really recommend the work of Brene Brown. I found her many years ago, and I follow her work very closely and really would say in regards to guilt and shame, the work and the research that she has done on vulnerability is top notch. So check her out, and she has a TED Talk on vulnerability that I would really encourage you to check out, because that's one of the first ways to start getting connected to our real essence, which is part of that intuitive nature. All right. So I want you to think about a time in your life. I'm going to guide you in this way. We're going to start this way. Think about a time in your life where you knew you were connected to that inner guide, to that intuition, and you made a decision from that place. Think about and recall a time where you were so clearly connected to that inner guide and you acted in alignment with that. All of us have had those times. I want you to recall. And when you get that into your consciousness, I would invite you to take a couple minutes and to close your eyes and to recall and breathe when you were in that space. What did it feel like in your body when you were connected to your inner guide and you lived from that place? What did it feel like as you go back and recall that, and take some nice deep breaths and allow yourself to go inward, closing your eyes, just connecting and just breathing. What a lot of people describe is a feeling of inner peace, calmness, a sense of a softening, right? When we are connected to that, it's like this inner knowing. Everything feels like it's all kind of lining up. Now, think about a time where you made a decision and you were not connected to your inner guidance, or something was blocking you from the awareness of your inner guidance, or you weren't listening to your inner guidance, because we've all had all of those. right? There's been times where we've known what our truth is, but we don't move from that place, or when we can't even access that, you know, to even like be in the flow of the awareness of that. It's like just not even there. And just take some breaths and breathe through that. Oh, I can certainly feel that for myself. I can feel in my heart, just in this region and in my throat. So take some deep breaths and even allow your eyes to close and to go inward and to notice what that felt like. A lot of people describe feeling in their body like their stomach is unsettled, or they feel tightness in their throat, or pain in the back of their neck, or in their stomach region, like an aching or a throbbing. Okay, so our body is always communicating with us, and one of the first things that we can learn how to do is how to connect with what are we feeling in our body, because when we are intuitively connected, there is an alignment. It's like there's this inner knowing and there's no question. We've all had it. I want you to think about when you have been in that place, what are you doing differently than when you don't come from listening to your intuitive nature? Are you disconnected to how you feel in your body? All right, so we're going to talk more about this, but I want you to think about, maybe go through some of those times and those decisions in your life where you've been really connected to that intuition, that inner guide that's so very clear, and what those feelings and decisions and how you move forward, how it felt to you. And also think back to some times where you weren't connected to that and what that felt like. And take some notes. I'll be curious to see what you guys notice and come up with. And I would love for you to do meditations on both and share with me what you notice in your body, what the difference is. So let me know that. Check back in soon with me for another part to this, and I look forward to your comments. I'm curious as to what you can connect with. So again, hope you subscribe to my channel, and feel free to share this message with other people if you feel called to do that. Anyway, I send you peace and love, and peace, love, and yoga. Have a great day. Look forward to connecting soon.